Hello, this is me, Max, or the Technomancer, here playing a game I haven't done on this channel before. Europa Universalis 4. Not Europe IV Universalis, Europa Universalis 4. Yes, I had to make that joke. This is a grand strategy game by Paradox, which encompasses a large portion of history. And I should say that I've been playing this game a lot off camera. I've been enjoying it a lot. I'm not very good at it though, so if you see me making any mistakes, you have any advice, feel free to give it to me. However, I should say, before I begin, it's a Paradox game, so there's a lot of DLC that add a lot of content. But I'm cheap and only buy DLC when it's on sale, so I only have three of the several DLC. I only have Wealth of Nations, El Dorado, and Common Sense. So if you have advice that requires DLC I don't have, feel free to withhold it. I'm going to be playing the small trading nation of Lubeck, which is a republic, unlike most nations at the start of the game, which are monarchies of some sort, and there's a wide variety of types of monarchies as well. But I'm going to be a republic. Lubeck, this small trading nation in the Holy Roman Empire. And I'm going to be trying to actually conquer things, which is a little weird if you think about it for a small trading nation, basically a city-state to do. I'm going to be playing on easy mode, non-Iron Man, and because I'm pretty bad at this game, I'm going to save at the end of each episode, and it is possible that I will load from a save if things go really, really badly. And my goal in this game is going to be to form the nation of Germany, which requires me to conquer quite a lot in this area. But, without further ado, let's just get started. Alright, so here we are. So as you can see, at the beginning of the game, each nation picks its rivals, and they're more or less picked randomly by nations. You have to pick nations of about the same power as you, as your rivals. Approximately. So it looks like I've been rivaled by Mecklenburg, Pomerania, and Saxe-Lauenburg. So, my strategy here is there's these two nations here, Pomerania and Brandenburg, which quite usually hate each other. And as I can see, they did in this case as well. See, they've rivaled each other. So this is good for me. So now, only one of the two has rivaled me, Pomerania. So I'm going to ally up with Brandenburg, who hates Pomerania and is therefore more likely to like me, the enemy of Pomerania, and eventually I'm going to work with Brandenburg to try and conquer Pomerania. Also, Brandenburg is a good, not huge power, but they're strong-ish at early game in this region, so it's good to have them as an ally. So, however, I'm not allowed to ally them at the beginning because as Lubeck, I start out allied to a lot of people, and I'm actually over the alliance limit at the start, which punishes me, so I need to break some of these alliances, especially so I can replace them with better ones. Sorry, Riga, goodbye, you're too far away and too small to be of any real help. Who else? Bremen, Hamburg, I need to break another, let's say, 2. Hamburg I can't conquer, they're a free city. I should explain the Holy Roman Empire, it's very important for the playthrough I'm doing. Everything in this region here, let me just do this, everything colored, that's not got stripes, is part of the Holy Roman Empire. The Holy Roman Empire is a collection of small nations, and a few large ones. There's an Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, which at the start of the game is always Austria. And if any nation in the Holy Roman Empire is attacked by an outside nation, the Emperor will come to their defense. However, if a member of the Holy Roman Empire declares war on another member, the Emperor does not come to their defense because this is an internal war. However, there are free cities in the Empire, which are picked by the Emperor, and even if anyone declares war on them, including someone within the Empire, the Emperor will come to the free city's defense. Hamburg is one of those free cities. All free cities have to be a single province, though, so they're usually not too powerful. The Emperor, there's elections every time the Emperor dies to pick the new one, and it's pretty much going to be Austria. Just going to keep being Austria, probably. And the Emperor can, through great difficulty, and it's this whole complicated procedure, can try to reform the Empire to try and make it more powerful. And eventually, though, the reforms get less about improving the strength of the Empire as merging the Empire into one nation under the Emperor, which is bad for me, but the early reforms are good for me. So I'm in the Empire, so I can attack other members, just not things like Hamburg, because, you know, that would be bad, because they're a free city. So, do I want to be allied with Hamburg, though? Probably not. Honestly, I can cut that alliance. They're not hugely strong. Bremen, Lüneburg. I want to stay with Verden. You know what? I think I'll cut my ties with Oldenburg. Yes. I'm also going to send out my merchants to do work. Because I am a trading nation, and I should use my merchants. Which I have at the start of the game. Transfer trade power. There we go. So I'm trying to just get as much money as I can early game. Send out my trading ships to try and bolster trade like you do. Yes. Now I can get back to getting rivals. And also buddying up with Pomerania. Pomerania is not interested yet. Not Pomerania, Brandenburg. I want to ally up with Brandenburg. Goodness. Let's see, who else should I be opponents of? Sure. Mecklenburg and Saxe-Lorraine. That seems fine. Minimize the number of enemies I have, I suppose. I need to pick a quest, so I'm going to pick being nice friends with the Pope. So I'm going to send a diplomat to do that. And I'm trying to befriend Pomerania. Not Pomerania! No, I want to be friends with Brandenburg, my goodness. Oh, I got a good leader. I also want to do some conquering early game, so... Oh, Lüneburg. Lüneburg apparently doesn't like me anymore. Which one's Lüneburg? Well, these people. Well, that's a shame. Why would they not want to be my friends, huh? So I just need to improve relations a bit more with Brandenburg, and then they should be happy to be my ally. There we go. Brandenburg, we're good. Now I'm going to prepare for war, because I want to keep becoming stronger and stronger. So I need to expand. I want to control the trade in this region, because I'm a trading nation after all. So I've got 9% of the control of the trade in my home region, this red region. I mean, to have full control, I need to attack Denmark, which would be insane. Denmark is a very powerful nation early game. They control the thrones of Sweden and Norway. Eventually, Sweden will probably have an independence war, but until then, I am not attacking Denmark at all. So, yeah. I'm currently building a spy network in Saxe-Lauenburg, or however you say it. Oh, my goodness. Oh dear. Brandenburg's just called me into a war that I can't possibly win. They've been attacked by Poland. Poland is quite powerful. I feel I should say this. Very, very powerful. This is not a war I can win. I literally have to break our alliance immediately. I hate the fact that I had to do this. This is very upsetting to me. Darn it. That's kind of really bad. Really very bad, actually. Because there goes quite an important alliance. That was like my alliance of protection, so that my enemies would be afraid to attack me because they'd be going against Brandenburg. But Poland controls Lithuania. Look at that. No, we'd be screwed. Brandenburg is going to die now. Just in case you were wondering. They're going to die now. Anyways, I'm declaring war. Taking over this smaller nation. Well, no, we're kind of the same size, but they have a smaller military. Their mistake. It's a bit of an expensive war. I gotta pay troops and all that, but pretty soon it will be over. That will be good. In the meantime, I need new allies because one of my allies broke their alliance, and Brandenburg, well, I had to break with them, sadly. So, who should it be with? Verden? Or Brunswick, even. Brunswick could be interesting. No one wants to be my ally until I'm at peace, by the way. Because, you know, they're afraid to be drawn into a war. They don't want me to ally them just so I can immediately call them to war. So I've got to wait until this war is over. But I've basically won it. I'm just sieging, currently. Oh, the Pope likes me. Oh, there's a quest to build up an army bigger than Mecklenburg's. Perfectly fine with that idea. Let's see, so I'm getting that one ally. Who else should I get? Besides Brunswick, maybe Verdun, I guess? Sure. Oh, there's a nation here of Burgundy, and it looks like they've just run out of... They've sort of... It's been there's an event where they get divvied up to France, pretty much, and those around it. Alright. Sure. So as soon as I win the siege, I'll make peace. There we go. Like I said, I just win the siege. Oh, I've got no diplomats, because they're all off improving relations, so that I can get allies when the war's over, but I need a diplomat to end the war. Okay, so do this. Demand all our money. There we go. Austria is demanding that I return the land. I refuse. The Austria being the emperor. So they're not going to love that, Austria. They might retaliate, and that would not be good for me. Which is why I want a decently strong ally. Because the emperor can declare war on members of the empire, believe it or not. Okay. So I'm currently losing a bit of money because I've just taken this new province and I've got to pay to repair all the damage and so on until it's going to be a while before it's like up and running again. If that makes sense. Now, can I get some allies now? Oh, I'm not going to be able to get an alliance with Brunswick. They've got too many allies, plus they're allied with an enemy of mine. I should have checked that. Similarly with Verdun. Oh dear. Who can I ally with then? Yeah, Brandenburg's upset I broke the alliance with them. What about Saxony? Maybe I could try and do it with Saxony. I'd like an alliance with Saxony would be very good. And I think I'm going to try and recover an alliance with Hamburg, if possible. I'm not sure. That or Dishmarschen. I don't really know who my other ally is. Oh, Munster. Right. Oh, and I get election time. Because I'm a republic, there's elections. So, sure. Get this guy. Oh, I'm starting to get profits again. The person I elected is part of the is fond of the guilds. Because I'm a merchant republic, I've got this weird system of factions that I don't fully understand, and each candidate is aligned with a certain faction, and if they take power, will boost that faction. So the guy I elected is with the guilds, and now they've taken more control of the city, I guess, and they'll boost trade and such. Okay. Okay. And I've been called to war. Oh, come on! I may end up going to war with Brandenburg now. Because my ally is attacking the nation of Anhalt. Which I'm not so afraid of. But my ally has been warned by Brandenburg and may be attacked by Brandenburg if they try to... You know, I'm just going to go in. Things are not going well. I really hope Brandenburg does not intervene and that they're too busy. So I'm at war with Anhalt. Where even is Anhalt? I don't think they're major, whatever they are. And the same with that I'm not major. Oh, there's Anhalt. Okay, so my new leader is a very bad general, apparently. EU4, the weird system I don't understand of of being able to get troops through enemy borders. Sometimes it lets your troops through other nations, sometimes it doesn't, and I don't know what it is that actually controls it. Also, it looks like Brandenburg did not get called in. However, it's still not letting me send my guy over there. Because there's other nations in the way, apparently. So that's a thing. Should I just wait for this war to open on its own? Because there's too many people for me to get open borders from. Like, the people in between me and there don't really like me enough to give me open borders so that I can get there. So my troops are kind of locked out. It's not ideal at all. It's quite silly. So my troops just have to stand here. There we go. They've gone and attacked it. See, my troops, they're not allowed to cross enemy borders. But they guys, I don't understand the rules at all of open borders. Well, apparently the war's over. Okay. So now I can focus on my own wars. Like the fact that I want to... Are my diplomats? Munster and Lubeck. Wait, what? Oh no, Munster and Saxony. Okay. Actually, Munster is dying. I'm not expecting that. We can keep improving relations with Saxony. Munster's been practically defeated. Wow. That was expecting the last to be a bit stronger there. Hamburg is no longer a free city. They can't be, considering they've expanded. They can't be. If you expand, you're not a free city. You're just not. So I guess I keep conquering. Because I want to keep expanding. I'm sort of having a bit of financial trouble because this new province is still, like, not happy. The problem is Austria, the Emperor, has demanded it be returned to its rightful owner, who I conquered, and I said no. So you see this autonomy. The higher it is, the less profitable this province is. It's at 100%, it's not making me any money. I'm at peace, so it should be dropping over time, but the Emperor has demanded it back and I refuse, so it's raising over time, and they've sort of cancelled out. It's not stuck at 100% until that effect wears off of the Emperor's demand, which is going to take 6 years. Jolly good. Okay. Right. It's not good. It's all. Oh, Saxony is not going to like me anymore than they currently do, so are they willing to... Yes, I can get an alliance with Saxony. Good. They're a defensive ally, apparently, so they won't help me attack, but that's fine, because I just want someone big enough as my ally that other nations would be afraid to attack me. That makes sense. Right. Alright, my spy network has got me a claim to attack Mecklenburg, so now I can do so. And they've got 2 allies, so I'm going to call in 3 allies, one up them. And go! Let me slow down time, because I've got it up a bit high, really. For war? Okay. I've got my navy blockading the port that I'm sieging to speed things up, so they can't, like, try and sneak things in, I guess. My enemies are attacking my ally of Bremen. Hopefully my Oh, Saxony was actually willing to join the war. I'm surprised by that. I thought they would be a defensive ally and wouldn't help. What? The new emperor is Nassau? That can't be... What? How did that happen? Oh, they've sort of run out of monarchs to be emperor in Austria. They've got, like, a baby, so they've got a temporary regency council, just until the child is old enough, which is... Well, the child can't be emperor, so technically the child is invalid to be emperor, so that... But of all people, they elected who? Nassau? They're like a nobody. Look, this is Nassau. This is all of Nassau. This is gonna be the person who protects the Empire? We're doomed. We're doomed. Speaking of which, my troops are being attacked by a larger force. That's not good. They're doomed. And they can't run away fast enough. Oh wait, my allies coming in. Okay, I didn't see them there. My allies are all coming. I guess they were chasing the enemy army. We won it. Battle. Good. Oh, and I've got a new tank. Good. Good. You see these three powers: military, administrative, and diplomatic. They build up over time based on your monarch and advisors. I can't afford any advisors; they're too expensive, and I'm low on money. But so the leader has skill, so that builds up the powers, and they're used for tons of things: managing conquered lands, getting new technologies, stuff like that. Oh, here's the next election, so I can pick the guy who's good at administration, or diplomacy, or military, and for monarchies, just all the stats are randomized. Or I could keep the same guy, and he'll get better at everything. But I lose Republican tradition, which is like how honest the nation is. But I'm willing to do it, just this once, you know. Because it grows over time, and caps at 100. But if you were to just every election just say keep the current guy, it wouldn't grow fast enough to keep up with that, and you'd have problems, but 90 is fine. So I'm just going to get a little extra power. Also, I'm losing a lot of money. See, who are the enemies? Friesland, Verden, and Mecklenburg. Friesland over there is... Okay, Saxony's going to attack Friesland, I see. I'm just going to speed up time, since the enemy armies are defeated and it's just sieges now. Okay, it's the main siege done. Oh, they're attacking my navy. How dare they? I'd say they lost. Yeah, they lost. Go back to port. I'm gonna help my ally do the siege. Oh wait, the enemy apparently still had some forces left. I was not aware of this. Let me go fight them down. Oh crap, they've actually got quite a few more forces left. Help! Oh no, we've been defeated. My guys are retreating. This is not good. Oh, come on. This is not fair at all. Oh, they basically defeated our armies. Oh, some of my guys survived. They're running back home. They're probably going to be chased down and killed again. Because again, eventually they're just going to wipe out all of my guys. That's not good. Hey, Bremen, could you let me siege that? Because I kind of want to occupy it, please. Bremen's going to take that, isn't it? Aren't they? I need that. I want that. No, Bremen. Bremen was the one who started occupying it this time around. Darn. Which means if anyone gets in the peace deal, it'll be Bremen. Unless, of course, I were to happen to do something weird, like let the enemy retake it so I can take it back, huh? This game is weird sometimes. Oh, but their army's getting big. That's worrying. Flee, my men, flee! Oh, crap, not into the... Aw, not in the enemies, into the enemies. Flee! Join up with my allies' forces. And hide. Hide. This is actually a far bigger and harder war than I was expecting, to be honest. Oh, Friesland wants out of the war. I'll show them out of the war. Let me get them out properly. You just get all their money and force them to annul their alliances. I can't take their land, they're too far away. So yeah, that's an enemy out, so that's good. Which means Friesland's armies are now no longer a threat. That's good. Okay. Oh, crap, I won that battle. Ah, there we go. I think we may have won at this point. I think that's the last the enemy army's dealt with. Just have to win these last sieges, I think. There we go. Is the enemy defeated? So let me do the peace deals. My ally who took Verdun does not want the land of Verdun. Interesting. Okay, and then it's just gotta kick out Mecklenburg and take their land. Aha! Take all their money and all their land. Thus, they're defeated. Jolly good. Victory! Oh yeah, Nassau the Emperor wants the land back. That's just it's just ridiculous! That's really ridiculous! That's just weird. Like, really weird. So weird. They're not qualified to be emperor at all. Just no. In what way are they qualified to be emperor? Why were they elected, of all people? Why do people want Nassau? Well, I'm going to end the episode there. Goodbye. Next episode, we're going to keep conquering.